let's do this step by step. Write me a 2,000 word blog article on how to create a high ticket offer selling. I don't know. Cami, what do you sell?
I teach people I teach sales. So you could say high ticket offer, selling, let's do like fitness, like weight loss program or something.
Sure. Selling a weight loss program to, let's say, busy single moms.
Cool.
All right. So you'll note here, Jane, the reason I'm doing let's do this step by step is at some point, ChatGPT is going to get tired. It's going to get sleepy. It's going to stop writing. And when it does that, and I'll show you here, I'm just going to just add an additional prompt here that says continue. That's it. We're going to do it step by step. We're going to ask it to continue because eventually ChatGPT is going to stop writing, you know. Another question here from iPhone 139. Love the name, by the way. I've been seeing ads on Instagram and Facebook for ChatGPT prompts. What's your opinion on this? Is this something you'd invest into? Yeah, sure, maybe. I don't know. Quite frankly, I might consider just asking ChatGPT for 100 ChatGPT prompts for business owners. I'm being somewhat hyperbolic, but I think that, again, this is an example of how the world of business has changed. Why would I pay someone to do something when I can just have the AI do it for me? Do you kind of understand where my mind is at now? I had someone reach out to me today via email and they said, I'll do transcriptions for your podcast. Why do I need you to do it when I have AI that can do it for a tenth of the cost, maybe a percentage of the cost? It completely changes the way that that digital offers are made. And this is kind of why I'm saying, you know, if you start adapting this, you're going to be competitive because eventually people are going to catch on to this and they're not going to be paying you for the stuff that you may have, that they may have paid for 5 years ago. Zach, what's up, brother?
I had a quick question regarding ChatGPT and ChatGPT 4. Can you kind of go over the main differences you've seen between the two? I use ChatGPT all the time, but I haven't stepped into the new version.
Yeah, so to be honest, I don't have a great example, but what ChatGPT 4 basically says is that it works faster and it's more creative. I'll be frank, I don't know exactly what that means. All I know is if it's the newest thing, you probably should be using it because it's this stuff is iterating so quickly. It's learning so much faster. I pay $20 a month for my ChatGPT subscription. Because one of the problems that I had previously is the servers would get too flooded. They would get too busy.
I'll run into that too.
And if you pay $20 a month, you don't have to worry about that anymore.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I usually just come back in like 30 minutes or an hour, but $20 a month is nothing. One thing that I find very helpful is if I'm writing like an email sequence or something, I can say, could you make it a little more friendly? Or could you make it, you can have them change it. Or could you make it a little shorter? You can also say like, write it like Matthew McConaughey's writing it. And it'll literally use the style and flow that he uses to write your email sequence. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. I heard, that'll work. I heard someone the other day say, write me something like, read me like a fairy tale or write me a fairy tale in the voice of Donald Trump. And it was definitely Donald Trump. I think it was Humpty Dumpty. It was like Humpty Dumpty sat on this great big wall. It was the best wall I'd ever seen, the best wall in the history of mankind, better than the Great Wall of China. It just kind of kept going on and on. It was so funny. And then what you could do is you could upload that to an AI software that knows Trump's voice because you've uploaded audio, and then it will actually read the fairy tale in Trump's voice. It's crazy. Cami, question, can it learn our personality? Yeah, you can train it to speak in your voice, to use your vernacular. I'm still working on that. you know, but what you see here on the left-hand side is these are all different, all these different. So this is what it does. Every time you start a new chat, it starts to learn from that chat. You're basically training Chat GPT in that chat. So for example, here's one that's in the voice of Mark. So this is kind of how I'm starting to play with it by saying, like, you could say voice of Mark, voice of Cami, voice of your whatever avatar it is, and it will start to kind of read in that tone. So and just to kind of finalize here, Jane, you kind of remember here I said let's do this step by step. It stopped writing at about, I'm not even sure what point this was, and I just said continue, and it keeps going from there. Now I can also say write me 10 compelling titles to the article. And it'll give me 10 different compelling articles. Thanks, Simon. Good to have you here, bro. Appreciate you.